Hello everyone, this is redesigned, and today I have to show is a rehaul overview of two props that I have today, which is the 2009 Midnight Countess and the 2015 Black Countess. So I'm basically showing what I redid on these props, kind of like redesigned, and as well the costumes that I made. When doing these, I did custom patterns for both. So basically these look like released costumes. So let's get started on the 2009 Midnight Countess. So with this piece, I got her from a family friend where her costume got ruined and they sent her out for me to redesign and also keep. So with this piece, I did some rewiring and as well as doing the costume. So with the costume, I took inspiration from Romanian aristocrats, I would say, as well as Nosferatu, the 2024 film. And with this, there's no other way to do her besides the Victorian style, if I'm being honest. And with this piece, you wouldn't even tell that it was a whole handmade costume, basically, for this piece, for the way it looks legit, to be honest. And she's one of my favorites as well because me and my family like to have her as like a nightlight. We usually like to have our props static. So just that little feature that I redone on her makes her really cool. And we could place her anywhere as well, in the window, on our porch, and in certain areas as well, around our home. And she'll just bring out this presence that's just filled with aura that she has. And she has her charm with the costume as well, because basically when I was designing this is basically like a real Victorian outfit. And yeah, and that's everything for the Midnight Countess. Alright, and let's get started on the overview of the 2015 Black Countess. To start from head to toe, her head is basically like a full-on replica of a prototype from 2008 to 2010 prop that was called Mona Lott from Gemmy. She wouldn't have these ears, but I would say the paint from the eyes and the brows are kind of like the same, maybe even the mouth, but the prototype didn't have a moving mouth and her fangs were painted on. So more likely she just had her head turned from side to side. So with this piece, as well, I did replicate the brows really well because this is the same way it would have been because they would have had the same head. So basically, she would have had these gothic high arch brows, and then with her eyes, they're I wish the camera picked it up, but they're like bloodshot, and she had these like veins in her eyes. The only thing that's been left original to her was her crown, her ring, and her staff that's like kind of like turned into a specter. And from the costume is kind of like basically like the same as the 2009 Midnight Countess, which was her original costume, but just in black in a sense. So she has this bat wing like collar with this bat wing choker piece with some jewelry that I wasn't wearing anymore that I decided to put on her with these I wish that you could see it more too, but she has like these tattered sleeves that goes all the way down to her dress as well. And the color palette is gray and black, and yeah. And going on from there, let's get started on the animation. And like I said, when I did the fangs too, they're custom made for her, so it doesn't interfere with the mouth movement. So let's get started.
A bit closer, please. You're looking deliciously pale tonight. Yes, I'm the girl your mother warned you about. Ah, it's so good of you to still have a heartbeat. Welcome to our place. It's simply electrifying.
And yeah, and that's everything on basically the rehaul overview of the 2009 and the 2015 Countesses.